So, since I'm on spring break, it is the official start of job hunting season, where, like, every store that a teenager or young adult could want to work at or would be willing to work at is putting now hiring signs in the window, and every single, like, teenager and young adult on spring break right now from college is going into these stores and picking up applications. And I have, joined the, pattern. I went job hunting today. I didn't start today. Like, I've been applying online and stuff, a few other places. I applied to Old Navy and Kohl's and The Gap and Kmart online. And that was like, a few days ago, a few weeks ago. I've been doing it as I think of it. But today I went all over the place and I went to 2 job fairs and got a whole bunch of applications. I went to a job fair for a clothing store called Rue 21. I had never heard of it. We don't really have any in this part of Connecticut, nor do we have any directly near my school, like that I would have been to. So I hadn't heard of it, but it seems pretty cool. I filled out an application for that, so that's handed in. And then I went to a job fair for TJ Maxx, and I got to that one really late, like when it was almost over. So the Rue 21 one was just fill out your application, hand it in, we'll call you. But the TJ Maxx one was fill out your application and wait to get an interview and everything. But it finished at 8, and the TJ Maxx one, and I got there at like 6. Figuring 2 hours is plenty of time. But they're like, oh, there's already a 3-hour wait to get an interview. So we're just going to have you fill out the application, hand it in, and if you meet our criteria, we'll call you. So, that's fun. I'm waiting to hear back on that. And then I just kind of went around the mall and got a bunch of applications from other places. So I have applications for, let's see, the Children's Place. Hold on. IHOP. Deb. If you haven't heard of Deb, a lot of people haven't heard of it unless it's like in their mall. It's like a clothing store. They have a lot of like cocktail and semi-formal dresses there. Like during prom seasons and homecoming seasons, and that's where like everybody at my school got their homecoming dress and stuff like that. When I was in high school, so there. Olive Garden. And I have an application. I don't know what this is for. It doesn't say. Oh, right, for Good Ideas. It's a parent-teacher store. It's not in the mall. I got it when I was out elsewhere. It's not in the mall, but it is like a parent-teacher store, like one of those. So I have an application for there, and I will be filling all these out, and then I'm going back to the mall on Saturday to bring them all back. And I also went to one Dunkin' Donuts today, and filled out an application, and I inquired about work at a couple of little gift shops, like independently owned gift stores, both of which sell Vera Bradley. One of them was like, I really wish I could hire you, but like we don't even have enough business for me to make enough money, like sorry. And I was like, I totally understand. And the other one was like, oh, actually we might be looking for someone over the summer, like, but I didn't like officially apply because there's no like actual application. She was just like, write down your name, number, and when you are available, like what day you would be able to start, and give it to me and I'll put it in my file. And I'm like, okay. So I did that. Hopefully I'll hear back from her because I really want to work there, because they have really good hours. Like, I would get a lot of hours, but they would be very convenient hours, and it wouldn't be like really late or really early in the morning, and not a lot of like weekends and stuff because they're like completely closed on Sunday, I think, which is good. But I would still get a good number of hours, she told me. So hopefully like I actually hear back from them because I think right now that's the place I want to work most, out of all the places I've applied to thus far. Yeah, so that was my day. And when I was applying at one of the gift shops that has Vera Bradley, I got this. It's a wallet. It's the Gallery wallet in lemon parfait. And it's pretty cool. I guess this is my unofficial review of it. And yeah, that's all my crap in there. And it's very roomy, and it was $42. But I've been wanting it for a while, and I know that's a lot to pay for a wallet, like $42 for a wallet. That's not like a major designer or something like that, but I think it was worth it, and it's pretty freaking cute if you ask me.